time I was on mute. That's crazy. But I was saying I'll probably go live again probably around 2 o'clock to kind of go over some of the tariffs and like what's going on with that. I mean FOMC at 2 o'clock. Here's Tesla. Let's look at another one. I was saying that some of the Chinese stocks pre-market, a lot of them were up. Yeah, a lot of the Chinese stocks were up pre-market because China was saying they're gonna like subsidize a lot of their the companies and basically like not to worry about what's going on between us and the U.S. So I know a lot of them took a hit when what was it? They were talking to one of the economic advisors for Trump, I want to say, and they asked him if they would delist Chinese stocks, and they're kind of like nothing's off the table, which is kind of like, you know, strike a little fear. We'll see though. We're going to keep getting this tough rhetoric from everybody. It's kind of like see who's going to fold first type of thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this is one I was playing with yesterday. It was Lily. I like the setup. The thing is, Lily have been looking pretty bearish, and I like the downside move that they had. Kind of with that already. So aside from just using the strategy, I also use this 9-20 EMA crossover. What's the 9 is just like the 9-day, 20 is the 20-day. And usually when you see that crossover, it's the yellow one. You see the yellow like line cross below the purple line, it's a sign of it being bearish. And you can see that actually kind of played out. It's not 100%, but I basically usually kind of go along with my the price action I use. But what we were trading the other day, we saw this bounce. So it's kind of, they had this 2-2-2 reversal where it basically broke out. We had these days where it kept falling, and we had a bounce right here and broke above the previous high. We played that up to a little bit to the upside. The thing is, it didn't fully fall through like that. And then you can see in pre-market, wrote it down to 700, so this kind of is failing. So this was just like a little small dead cat bounce. I really believe the market's going to continue with this downside pressure until this tariff situation is situated, because now we're at this game where China's raising their tariffs, we're raising our tariffs. It's gonna keep going until someone kind of like calls it quits. So China raised their tariffs and the US goes up to 84% this morning. I'm sure Trump's gonna have some type of counter. We'll see though. We will see. Here, I'm gonna go over another one that's on my watch list. If you guys are interested, I do a watch list and do a complete breakdown in my Discord. I have a free part and I also have a premium version. But I'm also rolling out a ton of different features kind of going along with everything in my Discord. Obviously, I built an AI model, a personal coach, basically, to where it won't just give you just straight information. It kind of breaks down what is tailored to you if you wanted to. So I'm working on the app. The app is in development right now, being finalized. But I call it Coach Next, and it's free. It's free as of now. Right now, some of the features that we have, but you definitely want to stick around for that. It really show you how to be a better trader and like have discipline when you make your trades. One second, guys. Man, you see Tesla had went up to, it was like 1.6% in their pre-market, but I tried to fall back down again. This is not financial advice, but guys, please at least wait a few minutes when you first get in on these trades. When the market first opens. When the market first opens, we have volatility already, but especially now, you can get shaken out real easy. You'll definitely see this thing wake up, come back down, wake back up within a few minutes before you get a full direction. Let me show you. You not only get caught on the wrong side of this. For Tesla, I'll be looking for a break above. Let's see. Let's say the pre-market high. Let's say it go above 232. Here we go. I'm gonna let these first 15 minutes play out. Let it play out. There's no reason to rush. If you look on the 4-hour time frame, we're still on the inside day. This could just be consolidation. We won't have bulls in control until we break above around like 235. For bears, if we see below, it was at 217. Trade your strategy. Be patient. And my checkout spot. Oh, wait a minute. That Lily. Already triggered the day down. LLY. Already triggered puts. Still 2 minutes in, so I'll be careful with that. You see, even though we trigger puts, we're still kind of consolidating. See, it's kind of bouncing here. I like to wait for that first 15 minutes. Play out. SPY. We're on the inside day. This means we haven't broken out a high or low of yesterday yet. This consolidation, just trying to figure out what it wants to do. Oh man, Apple's already starting to go a little bit. This seems like the market wants to kind of rally, but not so. Here, let's look at Apple. You see Apple starting trying to bounce. I want to look at Apple. We get above, what is this? 178.59. I'll enter calls on Apple. Yeah, no way. Above 178.59. I'll enter calls on Apple. Check, see any more news that came out. We got CEO JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon. He said a recession in the United States is now a likely outcome. Personally, I already felt like we kind of been in a recession. I feel like we already been in a recession. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times they don't even tell you till after the fact anyway. But you see it, like, you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? When I say you can feel it, I'm not saying like some imaginary force that you can feel, but I'm saying you can understand that there's a recession. Just like you look at the prices, look at all the layoffs that's been happening. You know, it's the everyday consumer that's taking the brunt of this. I mean, look at the layoffs. We get new layoffs like every other day. Not even just talking about the federal government, but you can tell we're in a recession. It's not, everybody's not just out here spending money willy nilly, like buying new shoes and stuff like that. And it's like I make pretty good money, and I'm still like, it's a, you know, I can feel the recession myself. It looks like the market wants to rally. Let's look at the VIX. The VIX is the volatility index. This usually is a good way to measure fear. I would say look at the VIX, and then also this thing called the VVIX, which basically measures. It basically tracks the movement of the VIX, like the volatility of the VIX itself. It's kind of tricky with that. But you see the VIX, we're all the way up at 51. I'm looking on the lower time frame. Sometimes it can be a little delayed. Okay, we come back, like pull back some, but it's not nothing crazy. When it stays like this, you know, like here we're on the 5 minute on the VIX. You can see it kind of still creeping up some. Like it's finding like its support. The thing about that is that when you see the market starting to rally, but the VIX is still like staying around the same level or pushing up, to me that signals that this may not be sustained. Because how is the market rallying and fear is going up? So really, especially if it breaks above this lower level, this higher level right here around 53, if it breaks above that, then I'm really not sold on this being sustained. In my chat, if you guys pay attention, even through all this mess, I was identify like some stocks that I like for recessionary fears. They're like pretty resilient through recession. You'll be surprised. One of the big ones I found, I got this from the greatest investor in the world, Warren Buffett. Domino's Pizza. You'll be surprised. People still order pizza when a recession is here. If you think about it, a lot of times, everybody always ordering DoorDash, things like that. But during a recession, people start ordering pizzas, trying to, save money, get those deals, if they still want to go out and splurge somehow. Let me see. So we still haven't closed yet on the first 15-minute candle. That's what I'm waiting for before I jump into any trades, just to like let things play out. In the market, we've seen a lot of stuff on a rally. Just be careful. Like we saw yesterday, we had a pop and a fade. This could very much be the same thing. Just be careful. We are still pushing up. Holy, what's this, JD? JD has triggered calls. It's triggered calls. Got some bearish for value gaps up here. Let me see. I like JD. It's pushing right now. I think he's already up 4%. Their options are pretty cheap too. I like the $35 call for next week for April 17th on JD. Yeah, $35 call on JD for next week. It's not financial advice. I'm just tell you guys what I'm doing. But be careful. Just because I'm entering this, like I day trade, so I can jump in and out as it goes. I got an alert. What month is it? 17th? So I'm getting into $35 call. Let me check it on the VIX. Okay, so we falling down. That's what I like to see. When I want to see the market rally and I want to see this VIX coming down, I would like to see it more aggressively, but this will do for now. Just let me check out SPY. SPY is already at 500. It's a good move. Tesla's already at 229. This is what I was talking about, guys. When I was like, I wait for the first 15 minutes. This thing went all the way to 233, and we started to reject off. I wanted to see, for me enter calls on that, I want to see it break. Let me see. Someone asked me where is the rally coming from. I believe it's just a relief rally. It's a relief rally for now. I don't really feel like we're gonna get a big move until after the FOMC minutes come out. I wouldn't trust this rally like for a long time. Like you got to be nimble in this type of market. Have to be nimble in this type of market for sure. So I'm gonna create an alert for Tesla over 233 since we're at the 15-minute mark, and I'm gonna create an alert at the bottom, which is around 223. Around 223. If we break below any of those, I'll get an alert and I don't have to just keep watching it, of course. I always set alerts. Let's trade in there before. Let's look at Apple. I have an alert trigger on Apple. Alright, Apple. Let me see. That's on a 30-minute. Okay, Apple's starting to trigger a reversal on a 4-hour. You see that? We came off a 3 the previous day. The previous, it was like on Monday. Had a 2 on Tuesday, a 2 down. Now we're triggering a 2 up. I want to see it fully commit though. This on the 4-hour time frame. So Apple, I definitely could see this running up to, what's this around 187, 188. When we get into this fair value gap area though, it's around like 184. It's gonna get kind of tricky. You want to see a rejection. So I'll be play it safe. My first price target will be around like this 184 if it does. So I don't think we'll do that right away. I'm looking at a 15-minute now. The thing about these fair value gaps is that like, they basically identify areas where like price may have moved too fast and then fully fill in, and so it will show you where price can retrace to before heading back down. Like you can see here that we moved up, we went to this fair value gap, and you see this wick. We're kind of like got in here, kind of rejected, and now it's headed back down. That's a bearish fair value gap right here. What we have on this one is a bullish fair value gap. Is where we can retrace to and possibly continue up. So we just gotta see how that plays out. I'm on Trading Views. If you guys want to know like fair value gaps, the one I use Lux Algo's fair value gap for now. So they're pretty smooth. So that plays out. See, you see it went down to this bullish fair value gap where it gained a little bit of support. Now we just got to see which way it's going to fully go towards. So for this, I need to be seeing a break above, what is this? Around 178.88. If I see a break above like the high 178.88, I'll enter calls on Apple. For now, I just want to see this play out as we're consolidating. What's going on, man? What's going on, Melo? Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to live stream. Appreciate you tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go live later today too, around like 2 o'clock, and then I'm gonna go live tomorrow as well. We got more data, more stuff coming out. So, okay, now I'm gonna just check the VIX again. So how we're going. See, this is what the thing about this market is. Even though the VIX initially was going down, but you see it's starting to gain some support right here. I think we're not really gonna see a big move in either direction until we see the minutes at 2 o'clock. If you guys don't know what the FOMC minutes are, it's just basically explaining why the Fed made the decision that they did. That's gonna be big. That definitely would move the market. We just gotta see that play out. If the minutes, if they come out and they're like leaning towards some rate cuts or something like that, because I mean they did just have an emergency rate cut meeting. What was it? Was it Monday? It was either Monday or Tuesday. They had an emergency meeting. They didn't really say what it's about, but everybody kind of can imply it was for rate cuts just because of how sticky, like how impactful these tariffs can be. So I don't know if we're gonna fully see all of that roll out, but that's definitely something to pay attention to. Tesla's definitely still pushing. Tesla is pushing. I would like to see Tesla calls above like this 233.14. Right now we're still consolidating. Like I know this is like it moved 4%, and some people they already jumped in. For me, I like to go with a stronger trend. I don't want to just jump in something and keep having to like quickly jump in and out. Like you can do that. I've done that, but I like to see a stronger trend, like a stronger rally. Since we're coming off this support, you can kind of see this. You see we kind of bounce off this same, like where this blue line is. We bounce off this area. This is like the third time bounce off this area. Actually, before it could hit right here. If we hit right here, basically above this previous high, then I can see us pushing up even higher to around like, I want to say, you can see definitely 240 and then up to 250. So that's really what I'm looking for. If we're gonna rally, I want to rally. I want to get that money. I want that full money. See, Apple's still pushing. This is another example. I was talking about that bearish fair value gap, this red shadow. You see in that first 15 minutes we wicked up and then we got rejected, but now we're retesting that. As I was saying, like price likes to fill after like that rejection. So price likes to fill after we had that initial fall right here. It came up, tested that, got whipped out. And now we're actually retesting that again. If we break above this fair value gap, I'll be looking for some more highs. Probably around like this 502, around 503 probably. So yeah, we're starting to push. Check the VIX. VIX starting to come down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, the markets are definitely wanting to rally. I don't say definitely, but it's definitely want some relief. Like we've been getting destroyed these last few weeks. If you've been on the wrong end of that, you definitely was not happy. Let me just watch it for now. I'm gonna go back to my watch list to see what else I had on here. I do a watch list every day, so you kind of know what to look for when the market opens. I'm gonna check out semis and see what they're doing. A good semi, like ETF, it's called Soxel, SOXL. Check that one out. It's a lot cheaper than Nvidia. A lot cheaper than Nvidia. It has like a mix of like Nvidia, AMD, a few other ones in there. But they're up about 5% today. That's pretty good. See, you kind of see the same setup with everything. We kind of like came off the gate just pushing, and then now we just have like this inside consolidation. So it's not moving with clear direction yet. Everything's kind of, it's like a slow creep. You check out Nvidia first. So Nvidia under $100. I always said before we got up under like 100. I was like, do I trade the VIX? Yeah, I did trade the VIX. The VIX it can move like crazy. So a good way where I look at the VIX. So there's some certain levels I always check out the VIX. Let me show you guys. The thing is, the VIX levels are pretty. They're a lot. I feel like a lot easier to identify. So for me, I've always kind of been like anything above 20 is like red days are coming. A lot of times, like I know it may seem like a long time ago because we've been getting destroyed in the market, but the VIX has stayed up under like 18, 16, 14. That's like a strong bull market, right? And we've gotten to see around here. There's been like some resistance right here. It's just right at 20. We've been above 20 for a while. So when usually when I get to like 30, that's usually when I short the VIX. But with this type of volatility, when we got up to 60, it's a good time to short the VIX off of that. And you can even look out on the daily. Like we hit 60, and we had like an inside. Well, no, we had a directional day 2 down, and now we have like this somewhat of a bearish candle. We have a little bit of conflict on the VIX right now on the day, but the VIX once it moves, it can take off for real. And the thing is, the contracts are pretty cheap, so you can really buy a lot of time on the VIX to like let it play out. So you can see right here, the last time we got around 60, it's like 65. It whipped up, but it came right back down. So if I was gonna play the VIX, I would look at. You really have to buy some time on this, just because we don't know what would happen. And honestly, I will wait until you have a little bit more news on, like, kind of indicating like where we're going in the market. Like if we're heading towards more stabilization. But like this is crazy right here. This is back in 2020. The VIX went up to like almost 90. They were like 87. Like that's ridiculous. I don't even know what to do at that point. I was just starting to trade around that time. Like I was trading some, but I wasn't. They're doing what I do now, all the way. So yeah, you definitely can trade the VIX. Definitely buy time. I'll at least say a few weeks out. I feel like at this point with China putting in another 84% on like tariffs, I expect Trump to kind of do something a little more extreme to get them to back down. He's all about like a power play. We'll see how that's gonna work out, but that's what I could expect. But who knows? Who knows? You see Nvidia, we're getting ready to pass that 15-minute mark, break above 100. Oh yeah, we're doing that now. Nvidia looking like we want to push. Chat, guys in the chat, y'all know I call that out in the. I identified that in the on the watch list. It's push. That we could have on semis, have them on your watch. So yeah, overall like $100.80. Yeah, someone was like, I thought today would be a down day. China woke up to 104% tariffs. Yeah, that's insane. It's just you really think about it. I don't even know how it feels like just being on the other end of that. But at the same time, China's pretty self-sustainable. I feel like the consumers are really the one that's gonna lose with this until all this is done and handled. I really hope this gets resolved soon because trading on this market, like someone would be lying to you if they told you that trading this market was easy. Like during this type of volatility, you have to be on your P's and Q's, like for sure. If you're just day trading and you like able to scalp quickly within a few seconds or a few minutes, like you can kill the game like that. I definitely benefited from that, but if you just gotta learn on Tesla. See, yeah, you good at the scalping, man. You got learn Tesla 233. So yeah, Tesla like sound like they broke below that 15-minute mark. They ain't get shot up to 236 and whipped down. So yeah, let me see. I'm on a 4 hour. Yeah, Tesla's triggered calls for me. I'll say definitely watch around like 238. We got a bearish fair value gap. I definitely feel like we can break through that. I'm looking at my other charts so I can see more of like the volume here. Yeah, the volume is picking up here. Yeah, there's watch resistance at 235. Let me check out some Tesla calls. I might do a spread on Tesla just because I want to limit my risk. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to put together which one I want to get into on Tesla. This thing, Tesla, we hit up in this bearish fair value gap. Just like we were rallying, we hit that alert, but it's trying to pull back some. I want to see how it does when it pulls back to in this bullish fair value gap to gain some support. I definitely see us touching like 230, 230. Let me see. I want to see if it's gonna hold above this level. Let me see that play out. So 15-minute time frame. But we rejected pretty quickly off of this resistance level. I want to see if we're gonna build up some support. This is on 1 minute right now, but let me see how that plays out. Yeah, see it's coming down. Here, I'm sending an alert around like 230. Not exactly 230, a little bit above it. I want to see if we cross below that. Let it play out. And same thing's gonna happen on CrowdStrike. Pull that up. It's like we jumped up and then now some of these names are pulling back. So Tesla day cross below 230. The VIX staying about the same. Check out NVIDIA. It's kind of have the same thing. You see this wick off. So we're around 10 o'clock. Let's see. I'm trying to pull back some. Let's see if anything triggers this. I mean, 10 o'clock usually can be like around a reversal time. You just have wholesale inventories come out. See what that look like. See if any news came out. If NVIDIA falls down again, be like 98, go down to 98. If we break below like this little trend line right here, I can see it touching down to 98 and then down, of course, to like this 97. You got fair value gap here. Not fair value gap, we got a gap fill. 96. I can see the NVIDIA going on to like 95. 95. You got a little bit of news come out. It's like China just issued a risk alert for Chinese tourists traveling to the U.S. Trump was saying, be cool, everything's gonna work out well. Then also talk about the U.S. to take back the canal from Chinese influence. No, this stuff sounds like things people want to hear. Scaring the market. This is kind of what I was saying earlier though. Is like we have this initial pop, which is good. You can make money from it. But with the VIX just sitting up like that, and we still got a lot more data to come out. We have this pop. It seems like we're gonna move slow for the rest. I won't say the rest of the day, but at least till we have more like major news drop out, come out. Investors do not like an escalation in economic war or any type of fear of war. And that scares away investors. It hurts people's pockets. Unless you're part of the, you know, people that get paid to make that type of stuff, though. But that's a whole other thing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna Tesla's holding 230 for now. I'm gonna go down to the 5 minute, kind of get a better picture of it. So you're seeing right here on this 9-day EMA. Use that as support. Look at Apple. Also kind of send us some support right here on Apple. I feel like stuff is moving slow. Like, we had that initial pop and then it just got really slow. Let me check out JD. See if I want to go back in that. Yeah, no, it turned around. You signal a bearish reversal on JD. I'm gonna let this one kind of play out. I set my stop loss a little bit below this area, right around 33. I'm gonna just wait for that though. I'm gonna wait for that to play out. I bought some time on JD, so it is what it is. And plus, their contracts are not expensive at all, so small loss. Nothing. And what's going on? There we go. Okay, let Tesla starting to rebound off of that 230 support level. Just on the 5 minute chart, let's look at the 15. Alright, we're still like inside. I think I'm about to take a break. Take a quick break. I'll be back on live later on around 2 o'clock. Go over the FOMC minutes, kind of break that down, and let you guys know what's going on with that. I appreciate you guys joining in, tapping in. I'm gonna keep going live more often. Start doing more market breakdown. Definitely join the chat. The link, you gotta go to the link in my TikTok. The link is in the bio. Or, I mean, actually, yeah, go to that. You have to probably have to go to the IG or whatever, or DM me, I'll send you the link. I got a free Discord. We kind of go over a lot of these things with trades, and then we also hit on the betting side as well. I have an AI coach that has been doing really well so far. We probably hit about 60%, and that's pretty good. So it's pretty profitable, and it's just making it better, man. So definitely tap in. It was good seeing y'all. We'll be back later on.